The spinning of the blade on my father's radial arm saw was slowing down. My father had a piece of fresh cut wood in his hand. He put the wood down to ponder the next step on his project. He picked up his pipe, packed it, and lit it. "Why do you smoke a pipe, Dad?" I asked. "To clear my mind," he replied, as his workshop was filled with the aroma of half and half pipe tobacco and sawdust. I recall he often stored nails in the empty tins. I grew up in the late 60s and 70s. Although the kids from my generation were discouraged from smoking, it was still very common, and a lot of men smoked pipes. I had no idea, I had no desire to take up the hobby when I was a kid, and for that matter, no desire to do so well into my adulthood. But my dad was often seen with his pipe. I didn't mind him smoking it much, except the odd times it was stale or when he smoked in the car. I always knew when he was around by the smell of his pipe, even when I was mowing the lawn down by our pond in the front yard and he was in the backyard. See, like sawdust, the smell of pipe tobacco and grass clippings somehow complement each other, as does the smell of pipe tobacco with fresh soil. All of that often signaled a break from hard work. Dad would often squat down on the ground when taking a break, kind of like this. Well, let's see here. Sometimes when my dad put me to work helping out on some odd landscaping jobs, I would, on a break, find myself kind of squatting like him. And one of the workers remarked that all I had to do was put a pipe in my mouth and I'd look like him. Of course, I was a little kid. I remember on occasion a neighbor from next door venturing through the woods from his house just to talk with Dad, and the two would just basically stand there contentedly enjoying their pipes. I was amazed at the sweetness of pipe tobacco before it was lit. Kind of how I liked the aroma of freshly roasted coffee beans long before I ever enjoyed a cup of coffee. Dad wasn't a collector. I believe he only had 2 Dr. Graveau pipes to his name. One of them looked kind of like this, although this is a Caminetto pipe. But sadly, Dad's pipes disappeared when he quit the hobby per doctor's orders. Little did I know that this would become a hobby that I too would enjoy.